If I asked you to picture a morning star, you probably just pictured this. A nasty spiked metal ball swinging around on a chain, ready to take someone's head off. Or maybe the user's own arm. I hate to be that guy, but that is not a morning star. That is a flail. And actually, historians argue that the flail might not have even been a common weapon of war at all. The real morning star is something much different, much more reliable, and honestly, much scarier. Today, we are fixing the identity crisis of medieval blunt weapons. We're going to separate the mace from the flail, and introduce you to the weapon that was literally named after the devil. Let's clear up the confusion. These three weapons get conflated all the time, but they are distinct cousins. First, the mace. The mace is the rich man's crusher. It usually has a metal shaft and a head made of flanges or knobs. It doesn't have spikes. It's designed to dent armor and break bones through sheer concussive force. Because it was all metal, it was expensive, usually the weapon of a knight. Then, the flail. This is the one with the chain. While it looks cool in movies, swinging a heavy weight on a flexible chain is unpredictable and dangerous to the user in a tight formation. Historical evidence for these is actually pretty rare compared to how often we see them in fantasy. And finally, the star of our show, the morning star. Here is the key difference. The morning star almost always has a wooden shaft. It was a weapon for the common soldier, not just the wealthy knight. The head is a metal sleeve fitted over the wood, covered in spikes. But the signature feature, the one thing that screams morning star, it's this. A true morning star almost always has a long, spear-like spike extending straight from the top. This wasn't just a club. It was a multi-tool of pain. But why do we call it a morning star? It sounds kind of pretty, doesn't it? Well, the name comes from the weapon's resemblance to a star with rays of light shooting out. Specifically, it's named after the planet Venus, which appears bright in the sky before sunrise, the morning star. In ancient times, the Romans had a name for this star. They called it Lucifer, which literally translates to light bringer. Yes, you heard that right. In Christian tradition, Lucifer became the name of the fallen angel, Satan. So, when a medieval soldier picked up this spiked club to smash in a skull, he was wielding a weapon that shared its name with the devil himself. It's a fitting name for a weapon designed to put people in the ground. Now, because the morning star used a wooden shaft, it could be made in different sizes. Horsemen used short ones, similar to maces. But the infantry, the foot soldiers, they made monsters. There is an example housed in a museum in Vienna that is terrifying. It isn't a one-handed club, it's a pole arm. This specific morning star is 7 feet, 9 inches long. And that top spike I mentioned earlier, on the Vienna example, the spike alone is 21 inches long. That is basically a short sword sitting on top of a 7-foot baseball bat. This length changed how it was used. You didn't just swing it. If an enemy got too close for a full swing, you used that top spike to thrust like a spear. If they were far away, you swung it like a halberd. The spikes were designed to puncture what a mace couldn't. Chainmail was great at stopping sword slashes, but a heavy morning star spike could punch right through the metal rings, breaking ribs and piercing lungs in a single blow. So, the next time you're watching a fantasy movie and see a guy swinging a ball and chain, you can turn to your friends and be the, person. Tell them that is a flail. The real morning star is rigid, spiked, and sometimes 8 feet tall. It was the weapon of the common man, effective enough to kill a knight, and named after the morning light itself. Thanks for watching! If you want to know more about the weapons that history forgot, hit that subscribe button. And let me know in the comments, would you rather face a knight with a sword or a peasant with a 7-foot morning star? I think I know my answer. Most people confuse the morning.